welcome back. So we just got the new Fire TV Remote Pro, and we wanted to do a comparison. And yeah, if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you guys do leave me, make sure you guys do consider subscribing. Leave me a comment if you guys have tested the new one out. And yeah, let's go ahead and begin. So here are all the remotes, all the new remotes, actually, I should say. Here it's kind of really hard to hold them all up, but as you can see from left to right, the left one is the 4K Max, the one in the middle is the new Fire Cube Gen 3, and then the one on the far right is going to be the Pro remote. You'll see the number 1 and 2 and stuff like that. So the first thing is, let's compare the Fire Stick Max remote to the Pro remote. Now it's slightly taller. Here's the Pro. Notice how it's like really small where that sensor is, and this one's a lot bigger. So yeah, and then as far as this goes, this opens up, you know, pretty much easy. This is the Max, and then the Pro just slightly different, and it feels slightly different. That seal's pretty nice. Yeah. Pretty intense. Okay. As far as the buttons go, you do have, and it looks like there's a headset button right there. You could sync this up to a headset, which is interesting. I don't see a port here that you can plug it in, but yeah, there's a headset button right there. Everything else here on the top is about the same. Everything on the first 2 rows are about the same, and then it gets a little bit different. The bottom is about the same. So they kind of added a volume button here, and then here's your plus up, your mute. So here's your volume button. I'm sorry. Here's your volume button with the mute, which makes sense. I like that. Volume button here, and then the mute's on the side. TV's on the side here too. This is going to be your page up down. Channels up down, your TV buttons in the middle, and your gear icon here is in the middle, which this one doesn't have a gear icon as a shortcut. You do have buttons 1 and 2 to program to whatever you want, and then you have some of these apps. Now, Netflix has a white here where this one has a black. Prime Video has a blue where this one kind of has a black also. Same thing with this one. This one just looks a little bit more modern, doesn't look so kiddish. The other thing too is the way these two feel. This one, the Pro, feels super premium. Like it feels like this one feels like cheap plastic, even though it's a good remote. This one doesn't feel like cheap plastic. This one feels like you're holding something expensive. Like it feels legit. Now here's the new 3rd gen Fire Cube remote along the Pro remote, which is a little bit longer than the Pro, but it's almost like a blown up version of the Max. If we look at this side by side, it just looks like they just kind of blew it up a little bit. Same thing, like everything is like the same. It's just blown up a little bit. Now they did add a couple extra buttons, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's almost like throw up. They just kind of like, it's all wacky. They just kind of threw it all over the place. I don't know why they did it like this, but they tried to, I don't know, maybe fill this one in by saying like, hey, maybe we should just add these 1-2 buttons here, put this on the side. Just this one just feels more complete than this remote. The new Pro. The Pro remote just feels super completed and very nice. Now it is kind of expensive, but it does feel super nice. Now I do got to say, setting this up, it has, you know, some of those features that you just hold, the power button, pretty simple to use. And the buttons itself, as I'm pushing them, just feels like it just feels like a more complete remote. It just feels very, it doesn't feel budgeted at all. It just feels like it's a legit good remote. Like this is by far the best remote that they have ever come up with. It just feels so nice. So wanted to give you guys all the ins and outs. Didn't want to make the video too long. I know there's going to be all kinds of shortcuts, this and that. Everything is already here. So yeah, I'm sure most of the shortcut videos that a lot of us have done already, to hold this button, hold that button, hold this button, whatever, it's going to be pretty much probably the same. But If you guys haven't tried this one yet, let me know if you guys have or haven't, but this is a great remote. Hope you guys appreciate today's episode. Try to leave you guys here all the latest and greatest stuff. With all that being said, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.